Hello, I am so happy you are here. I've got a craft video for today that's really simple, really easy, really fun, and all you need is rocks. So check it out. So I found these round flat rocks, and I was walking the dogs the other day, and look at what I found. Do you see this? Do you see what this is shaped like? That's right, like a pizza slice. So I have to paint this rock to look like a pizza. I absolutely have to. Maybe it's not absolutely perfectly shaped, but I think this is gonna be so cute. Of course, wash your rocks and then set them out into the sun to dry. They will dry really fast if you just put them out in the sun. Then I'm gonna go in with some Mod Podge. This is the outdoor version of the Mod Podge, so it makes the paint a little bit more sturdier. Haven't opened this in a while. I'm gonna put some of this Mod Podge on my brush, and the outdoor one is definitely a lot thicker, and I'm just going to paint the surface of my rock. This makes it a lot easier for the paint to adhere to the pizza slice and not kind of get sunk into the rock surface. Once that dries, it will feel a little bit tacky, and I'm gonna go in with some tan, and I'm just gonna kind of create my own custom pizza crust color. Maybe a little dip of yellow in here, and mix it together, and then I'm just going to paint the crust of my pizza. This is like a mega thick crust pizza too. Like this would be like a pan crust. No! Now to create my cheese layer, because the rock is so dark and my cheese is gonna be so light, I'm actually going to prime everything with my white acrylic paint. Shake it up. This way, that cheesy color will stand out a lot better. Probably should have primed the whole rock. I was just so excited to get started. All right, now I'm gonna paint the majority of my cheese yellow. This cheese is so thick on this pizza, so I just want it like oozing and dripping down on the side. I mean, this is like a deep dish, extra cheesy pizza. Then I'm gonna add in just a tiny little touch of this marshmallow color mixed in with a little bit of some yellow just to add a little bit of some dimension. And that way it's not just like straight up one color. It will have a little bit of cheese blend. Give the yellow a little bit of some dimension there. And then on top of that, I'm gonna go in with some orange. Just mix it in a little bit, and I'm gonna add some little burnt cheese pieces and like little oil patches and everything. Oh, it's already looking so oily and so cheesy. Yes! Then we'll go in with a tiny bit of red for some extra cheesy burnt areas. You know, where some of that sauce kind of burnt as the cheese was bubbling. Oh, look, this is so oily and cheesy. Now that the pizza has dried, I'm gonna go in and add some darkening to the crust to make it look like this pizza has actually been baked in an oven. So going back to my same brown and a little bit with my toasted marshmallow color. I'm gonna mix those together, get a softer brown. And right on my pizza's edge, this is where I'm going to put it. Then I'm gonna add a tiny little touch of dark brown, and I mean just a teeny tiny bit. Here we go, right on the edge to show that the pizza crust did burn a little bit in the oven. Using a very dry brush, just kind of dab it on. Dab, 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 dab. And I can really do that to the whole underside, just really make it kind of like burnty on the bottom here. This pizza got burnt in the oven, just a little bit. That crust is nice and crispy. I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna add some pizza sauce just by using a touch of red and mixing it into my brown mixture, and just right at the edge, just dab it in. And now the pizza is done, so now I'm gonna let that completely dry. While I'm waiting for that, I can actually paint my other rocks. I'm gonna take my Mod Podge and seal them in. Now that Mod Podge has dried, going in with my white paint to prime them. So I just coated this in white acrylic paint, and I'm gonna paint a cute little gummy bear on it. I'm just gonna make the outline of the gummy bear and its ears, its little body, and its little gummy legs. Go, let that first coat dry. Then I'm gonna go in and apply a second coat. While that's drying, I'm gonna go in with this candy pink color. It's the most gorgeous, hot, hot, hot pink. And I'm gonna start painting the background with it. And I'm gonna switch over to a smaller brush as I get closer and closer to the gummy bear. Now I'm gonna add details to my gummy bear by mixing in a little bit of some darker orange with my gummy bear color. And I'm just gonna go around and define some areas on the gummy bear. A little bit on its ear, around its face, create little gummy arms and little gummy legs. Little gummy nose and eyes. Then I'm gonna lighten up some of that orange base color with some yellow. Just add in some little shines right on its arms and its legs, its ear, and around its face. Then I'm gonna lighten it up even more by adding in some white. Just mix it in, and that's where I'm gonna add those little highlight shines, just like it is a very, very shiny, yummy gummy. There we go, it's so adorable. Now, if you're not very artistic and you just don't wanna paint anything on a rock, what you can do is you can actually decorate your rocks with either stickers, or you can just cut out an image that you like. I printed out a picture of my adorable gotcha girl that I love. I love her so much. So I'm gonna Mod Podge her onto a rock. First, I'm gonna flip over my paper, and with some white acrylic paint, I'm just going to paint the back. This is just to prevent any bleeding coming through from the ink. So very dryly, just paint over it. Now I'm gonna go in and paint my rock this really bright yellow. Then I'm going to carefully, very, very carefully cut out my gotcha girl as close as I possibly can to her. Now I'm gonna take some Mod Podge and paint a thin coat of it on the back of my gotcha. Place her right on my rock. Oh, so cute! Then I'm gonna Mod Podge over her to seal her in. Now, if you like the look of just like a really natural looking rock that has been decorated, I have this rock right here that I found, this really beautiful flat rock. All I did was wash it, so I'm not gonna put any Mod Podge on it, but I'm just going to write out the word love on it. It's really hard to see. This is just for me to kind of just sketch it out. And then now in a rainbow color of acrylic paint, I'm just going to write out the word love. Ooh, actually, I think I want to add in 2 little hearts too. I think that would be really cute on this one. So we'll do a big purple heart and a little pink heart. Aww, it's so sweet. And now the final step is to seal everything in with a coat of Mod Podge. So this will seal all the color, and look at that. It actually makes the color like pop at the bottom of my pizza. Of course, if you want to put these outside, like in a garden, you may want to use outdoor acrylic paint and an outdoor Mod Podge sealer. That way it would really protect the paint, but these are just going to be kept on my desk. Mod Podge is perfectly fine. So I sealed everything with a matte Mod Podge, but now I'm going to go in with a gloss Mod Podge. Ew, crusty. And I'm going to add gloss into the word love, so that way it just stands out and just has a little bit of a different texture. Ooh, look really pretty too if you like sprinkled glitter over this. That's another option that you can do. So then the love really stands out. You guys know how I feel about craft projects. You can do anything. It's completely unlimited. Anything you want. So I'm even gonna go back over that gummy bear and give it a bit of a gloss. So it just kind of stands out and just looks so deliciously gummy. Even gonna add the gloss Mod Podge to the pizza to make that cheese look oily, shiny, cooked, and delicious. Actually, I can't even resist it. I think I actually am gonna add some glitter to my Gotcha Club rock. So I'm just gonna use some gold glittery nail polish and just kind of dot. Oh, it's a little bit sticky. I've definitely had this polish a long time and it's had lots and lots of love. So it's a little sticky, but just add a couple little glittery polka dots around her. Oh, it looks so good. All right, that was a good call. Good call. I mean, you can never go wrong with glitter, right? That looks so amazing. Well, there you go, you guys. So simple, so easy. This is basically a free craft from nature. All you need is some acrylic paint, some brushes, and a little bit of some imagination, and you can paint yourself some really adorable things, like a delicious cheese pizza. You can freehand something on like a little circle rock, paint some words, and keep it really natural, or just Mod Podge an image of something that you love right on there and use a little bit of some nail polish just to add that little twinkle of glitter. So I hope you guys try out this craft project. Keep on being creative, keep being amazing, keep being you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Cookie Swirl, see?